Hey, Rain here. Today's yet again another build showcase, and it's Destreza Prime Incarnon. Today I'm going to show you two builds, so let us immediately start. The first build is the melee influence build. The mods I'm using here, we're going to use Condition Overload for melee damage per status type, this is mandatory, raw damage, Prime Reach for range, this is mandatory range, Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds for other cruel chances, their chance become multiplier, this is mandatory. Shocking Touch for electricity, this is mandatory electricity, you need this with influence. Berserker's Fury for attack speed, this is mandatory attack speed. Gallon's Elementalist for stats damage and stats chance, you need this to make electricity takes 2 more damage, plus stats chance helps a ton, so it's mandatory. And Gallon's Steel for cruel chance cruel damage, which is also mandatory. And there you go. These are the mods. For the Exorpin Adapter is going to be any Tenokai. Arcane is going to be melee influence. We're going to spread electricity, which we do have, in a large radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help us out a lot with clear. That's the Arcane. Now for the stats. This is the base form. Attack speed is below average. Range is above average. Combo duration is average. Follow through is average. Riven Dispo is very good. Cruel chance, cruel damage, attack speed, and you're going to remove Berserker's Fury for it. Cruel chance is good. Cruel damage is good. Stat chance is average. And total damage is good. Now for the Incarnon, as you can see the stats right here, it has the exact same cruel chance, same cruel damage, same stat chance, same attack speed, same range, but the total damage is higher. And there you go. These are the stats, mods, arcane, and now for the second build. The second build is the melee Doughy build. The mods I'm using here, instead of electricity, we're going to remove that for Juggler's Barbs, which is going to give us Puncher and Stat Chance. And that's it. Everything else here stays the same. These are the mods. For the Exorpin Adapter, it's going to be yet again any Tenokai. And for the Arcane, instead of Influence, we're going to use melee Doughy. What melee Doughy does is you gain 1x cruel damage for every 10% Puncher Stat Chance on your melee weapons. Once you cap Weeping Wounds, Gallon's Elementalist, and you pick all the stats and stuff in the evolutions on the Incarn form, you're going to reach around 25x cruel damage, which is massive. Massive. But yeah, that's the Arcane, and here's the stats. Stats, mods, Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the Evos. Now for the Evos, let's start with the first one. Reach 6x combo, do a heavy attack, and you're going to transform the weapon from the base form to the Incarn form. Second Evo, increase your base damage by 40. On a Puncher stats effect, you're going to get 20% stat chance for 6 seconds, stacks up 5 times. That's 100% stat chance, which is quite good. Evo 3 is going to be +1 range. And Evo 4. So for influence build, you're going to use this one. Increase your base cruel chance by 25 of your current stat chance up to 35. Once you cap Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush, plus you get Gallon's Elementalist, and you cap also Gallon's Steel, you're going to see T2 red crits, which is quite satisfying and it's quite good. For the Doughy build, you're going to use this one. Increase your base stat chance by 16. This is so much better. If you don't have this, you're not going to get 25x cruel damage. You're going to get around 17x cruel damage. So you have to use this. But yeah, these are the Evos. And now it's time for me to show you these two builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the first build. I'm going to spawn level 205 Steel Path or Kimberly Dudes. No buffs armor strip. First things first. We need to get some combo, we need to get some stacks, and we also need to transform the weapon from the base form to Incarn form. So let's do that real quick. You're going to see consistent yellows into orange, into red, into T1 red crits, into T2 red crits. With a very high cruel damage, good stat chance, and good total damage. Once you reach 6x combo, we're going to do a heavy attack. You're going to transform the weapon from the base form to Incarn form, and every time you do a heavy attack, you're going to shoot out some rapiers that's going to help you with single target bursting. As you can see, every time you do a heavy attack. The problem with these guys is you cannot aim. So if you want to shoot up there, nope. Down here as well, nope. They always move forward. But yeah. Not only that, every time you kill an enemy with a heavy attack, you're going to increase your puncher damage, which is very good for a Doughy build. But yeah, that's the first build. Now for the second one, we're going to replace this with this and switch from Influence to Doughy. Now we need to get some stacks, combo, and Incarnon. So you can see up here, 4.7, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17. Yes, it keeps on going up and up and up. 22, 24. Yeah, it's quite good. And every time you kill an enemy with a heavy attack, you're going to increase your puncher damage, which is going to just increase Doughy's critical damage. It's quite good. Massive critical damage. Tennokai. Tennokai is kind of mandatory here. Kind of mandatory, so you kind of need to use it. I need to have it. 25.3x critical damage. It's very good. It also stacks all the way up to like 300% puncher damage on the Incarnon form. But once the Incarnon form ends, you have to redo. In general, it's very good. You also have to use a primer if you want to do damage, and you don't want to use like elemental mods or elemental buffs, because that's going to cut Doughy in half. And that's it. That's the second build. And those are the builds. Now it's time for me to show you the Doughy build against the Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we're in. I'm up against the Corrupted Enemies Mod Survival Steel Path. Going to show you this build. The Doughy build. Like I said, I'm going to use this one. Slowly generating my critical damage. We're already at 24x, 0.7. Quite good. You have to prime enemies if you want to do good single target DPS. When it comes to clearing, it's a no-brainer. All these generic enemies die quite fast, as you can see. I am using Tazi Core. It's going to help me with priming. It's a sentinel weapon. It's going to proc viral, it's going to proc radiation, magnetic, and electricity, which is just going to help me with single target bursting. The weapon is so much better. The Incarnon truly made it extremely powerful. The overall stats on Destreza Prime isn't half bad. 70 follow-through is quite good. Good Riven Dispo overall. It also comes with a very good stance. It's one of the better stances. It's a very good weapon. And now it's even better. I just wish we can aim the rapiers, the ghost rapiers. They kind of feel whatever. It just like helps you out with single target bursting when you do a Tennokai. But that's it. That's pretty much it. It's mostly the Evos that is saving the hell out of this weapon, making it extremely powerful. It's one of the best melee weapons right now. Yeah, I will say it's one of the best melee weapons. Generic swing melee weapon, one of the best. It's also massive, +1 range, plus prime reach. It goes up to 6.5. It's quite nice as well. Like, there's no downside, I will say, to this thing currently. Influence, of course, is going to be better because it's a horde game and you're going to kill a bunch more enemies than a Doughy build. But Doughy is going to be better at single target DPSing. It's quite obvious. But yeah. Now let's wait for the Eki Boy to spawn. Eki Boy is here. Alright, Eki Boy. Time for you to despawn. Where are you, son? Up there? Tennokai. Goodbye. One Tennokai and that's enough. Oh. Very good. It's a very good melee weapon. I will recommend. But yeah, I believe you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there we go. Destreza Prime Incarnon is very good. Performance, good. Clear with influence, good. Doughy, single target, good. It's a good melee weapon. Much, much better. That's the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys enjoy the builds. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.